Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I am just getting ready. Um, this ginger and my coffee. I found out that I needed coffee this morning. So that is what I am doing. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let me see. Ooh. Hi, Nikki. How are you? I'm at work listening. Be right back. Okay. I'm almost done here. Oh, wait. There we go. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's Taco Tuesday day, right? How is everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody had a good Monday. And it's time to get up. Time to get up. So I got ginger, and I also have plain celery. I had some overage on my celery last week. So this week I'm not going to need to order as much. And I haven't even put that order because I think I got probably like another 12 stocks in the refrigerator right now. So I'm not pressing for celery. I want to get that cooked up first. Cooked up, juiced up. I want to get that juiced up first. Let me see what they need to turn on this light. Yeah, let me get this. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. Uh, there we go. So I got my coffee on, and there. But I want to tone it down a little bit. How's that? Okay. So I got this celery. It's still in good condition. So I'm gonna be juicing this and probably juicing for the rest of this day. I think I might add a couple of green apples. No, a green apple and a gala. So I'll be right back. Let me get that. And it's not that I'm craving anything sweet because usually if I crave something sweet, I'll put the apples in. I feel, even though I'm not craving and I'm not wanting anything sweet, I feel like my body is screaming for sugar. So I'm going to put that in there. And it's not, these are not, this gala apple is probably a little bit higher in sugar than the green apples are. But that's why, just to give it a little bit of balance and see if my body can stop screaming, I'm going to put the gala in it. So that is what I'm having this morning. How's everybody else doing? I know you want a juice, Nikki, and all you have to do, and you're looking for a juicer. So pretty much all you have to do when you come over here is I know it's preventing you from getting a juicer, but the more you come, the more I'll see you here and you expressing a real desire to have one, and you could be the next one to actually get one. So that's one of the things that I'm doing over here is trying to, well, not trying, I have been getting juicers out to people who need one that say they do and they have a desire to juice. So I'm not sure if you were still there listening, but I've had two people sponsor um, juicers for people. So probably at the beginning of next month or March, I'm gonna offer two more juicers. So the more people that contribute, of course, and I contribute my own funds, but I'm on a budget, the more I can give away. So I look forward to doing that, but because of budget wise, I can't give out what my mind. I can't do as much as I want to do. My heart is saying give, but my bills be like, you need to be on time. So um, yeah. So hopefully, like I said, everybody had a good night's sleep. I went to bed kind of early, and I slept pretty good. I drank quite a bit of celery juice yesterday without a lot of sugar. And so maybe that's the reason why today it's not screaming, but I hear it. And so the celery, I want to talk about that a little bit too. I talk about that every day, but it just has so many purposes. It has so many, it's like a all in one. So I want to make sure that I always talk about celery, but I want to start talking about other things too and their purpose as well. So today, today's topic is really having a good relationship with your doctor and making sure that if you start a juicing program, that you are letting your doctor know so that you guys are on the same page. You want to make sure that your doctor is aware of what you're doing. Hold on a second. Let me share me out. Okay, let's see. That is not what I wanted to do. Share is what I wanted to do. Let's see. All right. So I'm gonna get started into it's 5:15. I'm gonna get started into this juicing because if I don't get this juice in me by a certain time, I will regret it. So I got this um, ginger that I'm gonna be juicing first, and I juice quite a bit of ginger. I don't play around with it. There is this much ginger that I'll be juicing for myself in total. No. Okay. Hi, Coco Kellum. How are you? I am working with the ginger. It's not that easy to get through, especially if you have a lot. Happy Tuesday. There we go. Let me see. I'm going to show you how much came out of here. Okay, there was a piece that was stuck. That's how much ginger I'll be having this morning. And this is pretty typical of my days. Although the last few days I haven't been having this much, but my tracker is telling me that I need to start back on getting this much in my system. So it smells really good. I love the way ginger smells, and a lot of times just smelling it while it's juicing will kind of clear up some passages, your sinuses. It'll wake you right up, the ginger. So I'm gonna turn this off for a little bit, get all of this ginger out of here. Hold on. And I need a couple of glasses for my. I got this for the ginger, so this is how I can measure it. I think this right here, well, I can measure it on here because it actually tells you. So it says that this is about 4 ounces, which is what I was thinking on most days. This is about 4 to 6 because I didn't have it leveled. So I think this is probably closer to 6 ounces because I think this whole thing is about 8, but I'm not sure. But that's what I'm gonna be drinking this morning. Along with, I got 4 stalks of celery because I don't want them to go bad. I haven't ordered my Instacart for the week. I think the celery is still on sale for 98 cents a stalk. The organic ones. The organic ones. Um, so, uh, wait a minute. Yeah, so that's what we're having. I'm having 4 stalks today. I might come back in and have some more stalks later on just because I like everything to be fresh. I like the juice daily. I don't like it sitting around. But I have done some in advance, especially if I know it's a lot. I'll drink it for the rest of the day. But generally speaking, on a daily basis, I like to have my juice fresh right out of the juicer. It tastes better like that for me. And then the claims are the soonest, the fresher the juice is, the more nutrients it will go into your system and do what it does, work more effectively. I was going to say, do what it do. So, yeah. So those are the claims, and I believe it. And that's probably why my system is saying no. You'll get more out of me if you drink me right out of the juicer, fresh. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this celery done. Let's see, I'm always looking at my time. I'm gonna go ahead and get this celery done. Coco, are you what state are you visiting from? And I don't remember if I asked you if you juice yet. Are you juicing? Oh, the thing came out. I'm gonna show you guys that do you see this handle on this particular juicer? If the handle comes out, it let's see, where am I? There we go. So if this part pops out, let me see if I turn it to the side. if this part pops out, it's like safety because it's thinking that you're about to open this and there's that spinning blade in there to make the juice. So if that pops out, you just pop it back in because it'll stop. It'll think that you're trying to open it. I don't know how it came out because generally it's hard to get out of there. But anywho, that's how you fix that. Um, Sometimes when I'm running the ginger through it, it'll get stuck. So, by the way, too, I just want to say that I'm really excited that so many people have started juicing this year. I've been seeing a lot of people juicing, and I've been seeing that a lot of people have juicing. So I'm excited about that. It's just that the ones that have the juicers have to put them into action. I'm gonna put this whole thing in there because the smaller apples you can fit the whole thing in this juicer. So this whole thing in there. Oh, no. So this is what we have in today. Okay, so I have the juice done, and now what I want to do is show you guys how this was not a full. This was about 2.5 stalks. So I want to show you guys how much celery juice comes from about two. This is 2.5 stalks plus 2 green apple or one green and 1 gallon. So let's pour that up and see how this tastes. And the taste on the juice just varies. It varies from day to day because it all depends. I guess like each stock has a life of its own and would be determined by its taste. I don't know. That's the only thing that I can say about that. This is really good. So the question is, it's not really a question. It's letting your doctor know if you decide that you want a juice, like so many people are, it's recommended that you let your doctor know what you're doing. um, because you want to make sure that you're on the same page with your doctor. You want to make sure that if you have any preconditions, that your doctor can let you know what to expect from juicing if they are aware of juicing themselves. Um, like I talked about yesterday, there are a lot of people that really don't know. And there's still a lot of doctors that really don't know the benefits of juicing either. And so it's always going to be important for you and your doctor to be on the same page. So uh, please let your doctor know if not only if you just juicing though, let your doctor know if you change your diet, if you change your activity, if you change, just even your spiritual journey, your doctor should always be in on it because um, I would say that your doctor is your healthcare advocate. And so if you aren't on the same page as your doctor and something happens or you start you go in for your physical and your doctor notices some dramatic changes. What juicing usually does for people is as soon as you start taking it, you will start seeing a healing taking effect from the inside out. It goes into your bloodstream and it just starts activating everything that it was purposed to do. And so let's just say you have a physical coming up in March, and like I do, and you started going in hard. Like, I think the 1st of February is going to be Saturday. So I want to make sure that I got all my stuff together. And so that when I go into my doctor and my doctor well, he already knows that I'm juicing and I've been juicing regularly, but all next month, right before that doctor's visit, I'm going to be increasing everything that I'm doing. So, as far as juicing, I'll be stepping up more than just celery juice though, because it's exclusively juicing. I won't um I won't be eating in the month of February. So I don't know if I told you guys, but for a full 30 days starting February 1st, I am going to be juicing February 1st to March 1st. And I think it's the second because this month has 29. Let me make sure. I thought I looked in advance, but I think this month or February has 29 days in it. Yeah. So I will be juicing until the second day of March. And then I like to schedule my doctor's appointment right at after my birthday because then I can have the fullest benefit on record. Hi, Carter Z. How are you? Um, and hi, Marlin Music Channel. Welcome to the live. Um, I was talking about my 30 days. I usually try to go in harder on the juice 30 days before my physical, so that I can at least feel like, even though I know that there's been some changes in my life every year I go in for a physical, I go harder on the juice or more on the juice and making sure that it has a noticeable difference in my medical records. So when I get all my blood levels and everything checked up in March, I want all the levels to show juice. Juice, 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 juice. So um it's gonna be really difficult. This is only gonna be my second attempt since 2013 at it at going 30 full days. So I'm gonna need a lot of prayer warriors that are out there to pray for me. um, I know that I can do it, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to stay really, really focused. Really, really, really focused. I'm gonna probably have my blinders on most days because you really gotta you really gotta stay focused and you really gotta look straight ahead when you making that big of a jump. But I've cut down on my foods. I haven't even wanted to eat almost this last couple of weeks. I have been focused on what I needed to do. I noticed when I cut down on eating and increase my juice levels, I can really focus in on things a lot better too. The clarity of thinking is just, you'll have to let me know too, Lisa, how you're um at, because I know you started this journey. I've been watching, I've been a little bit silent, but you have to make sure you document your mental clarity, and a balance. If you're starting to get a sense of balance and well-being, I like to hear that stuff. I like to, if you're not, it might be too soon, but I want to know how it's working for you. I don't mind talking about the elimination process. I know some people say to TMI, but I like to hear about that kind of stuff because it gets back to me. Thank you. Thank you, Marlon. It really, even though I know that that's coming, I like to hear how people feel after, you know, they've been cleaned out. Are you more energetic? How are you feeling? And so that's something that I wanna talk about. And one of the things that has been a part of my plan is because once you start doing stuff and you start letting people know that you're doing it, they start coming to you for it. And so I've been doing it for some time, but I was thinking about putting consulting. Like I'll be creating my own little positions. I promise you. It's like once I put my mind to something, the creativity just is unstoppable. Um, so hi, Sleepless in the Carolinas. Good morning. Um, so I've been thinking about offering personal juicing consultations. So I'm gonna see about that, and I'm gonna look into like what might be my local, like if I need to be certified or whatever. But I'm gonna look into getting that done. So that's something that's on the list. But I want to make sure that my knowledge of what I'm talking about is there. And I believe that it is because I've just been doing it for too long. But um, I've I've said to myself that I wanted to create a couple of curriculums. I want to create a curriculum for. You can't go anywhere and find um, domestic engineering. You can't get a course on that. And so a couple of years ago, I said, there should be a course, if you're a domestic engineer, there should be a course on uh, teaching people how to do it effectively. And then, I haven't seen any juice consultants. So my mind is always thinking higher thoughts and thinking uh, about stuff, which is good, I think. So all back to the juice and your doctor. I know that I say this a lot. Sleepless in the Carolinas. Are you a juicer? Is this your first time here? Well, yeah, it's your first time here, but are you juicing? Um, if so, how's it work for you? Or is that something that you hope to do? Is that something you hoping to get into? And Curtis, you'll have to let me know how you feel and how are you doing? How you doing with it? You are not juicing. Are you wanting to juice? hoping to do so. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Well, you come to the right place because that's what we talk about on here on these morning lives. We talk about juicing, and today just happens to be our subject that we're talking about is telling your doctor about what you're doing, making sure you're on the same page with your doctor because juicing will change your entire life. It will. It will change your entire life literally from the inside out. And so, um, if you are have any preconditions to anything or you changing anything in your life, you really should consult with your doctor anyway and let them know what you're doing. And as I was saying, my 30 days that are about to come up, I was scared. I want to be kind of scared, but I'm not because I know that it's something that could be done. And you guys are a support system for me as well. So coming up here is coming on as an accountability for me as well. So I know that I'm going to get my juice on if I'm live. And I know that I'll be able to juice live and then get it right in my system is what I usually try to do. But it is definitely something that I can't even tell you won't change. It won't change you, even if it's the consistency of putting something in your body and being on a routine. Your mom juices, so you know all about juicing. Well, you know all about your mom juicing and probably what she's doing and how is it working for her. And I always like to ask, why did she start? If you know, if you know, because sometimes we can't speak for our moms. Sometimes we can, but sometimes we can't. This is very well. So you should start. Um, Even if it's just for regularity, even if it's just for regularity wise, it works to help clarify skin from the inside out. It helps to get all the toxins and everything out of all of your organs. So I noticed that in comparing all the fruits and vegetables, the one thing in common that they all have is compounds that will help promote a healthy heart. So, in checking on everything and doing my research, I found that all of the vegetables promote a healthy heart, and not only that, but anything that's in its natural state. I won't say anything, but most things that come in their natural state will help um, promote like a healthier life. I'm thinking. Um, a lot of people use stuff like black seed oil. They use like I got my ginger. This is how much ginger I'm drinking. These are things that are called like your superfoods. I'm gonna do a video probably this week sometime, if not today, on chia seed pudding that I make sometimes when I'm super hungry and I know that I don't want to eat anything that could mess up my digestive tract. So sometimes I'll get a like maybe 2 cups of coconut or almond milk, put in a cup to like maybe um, half a cup of chia seeds, and just let that sit for an hour or two. So what I want to do is put together some because it's not really what you do during the cleanse or the detox, it's what happens after. Like I won't say that it's nothing that happens on those days, but it's usually like if somebody chooses a weight loss program and they get to that desired weight that they're looking for, if you don't make sure that you on something that's going to help maintain that weight loss, you usually going to put it right back on and then some. So my main concern is what will happen after the 30 days is up. So I would have put in all that work only to step out into some what I call garbage, only to step out into what I call, stuff that isn't too healthy. So you got to definitely have a plan. The plan is to make sure I get through the 30 days and then make sure that I have something in plan in to get after I get done with the juicing. After the 30 days, I need a plan in place. I think those are the exact words that I'm looking for. Something in place that'll help me with that. So, and the thing about juicing is that it works for most of the things that we are doing cause numerous health issues, and a lot of it has to do with a healthy gut, and a lot of it has to do with how we eat, how are we preserving that gut, what we put inside of it really does matter. And the R which you, I think I heard somebody was saying last week or this week, we are what we eat, and I was saying that we are beyond what we eat. It's beyond that. Most of the stuff that we put in our bodies, if it's not an intentional plan, is poison. So we can be killing ourselves by what we put into our bodies, what we inhale, I say. So um, I'm pretty intentional about what I eat and what I drink. So if we become if we get to a point where we're in control of what we're doing, we'll have better success. Will we be perfect at it? No, because I'll tell you, the hardest thing about the plan that I'm doing my best to be on is that not everybody in this household is on this plan. They want me to cook the regular stuff. And so if I'm juicing exclusively, I don't even taste the food. I know I'm a pretty okay cook, and I know that once I put something together, what looks like might be right for it, and then I'll let them be my taste testers. I'll let my either my husband or the kids taste things for me, and if they need to juice it up or sauce it up or do whatever, that's how it's gonna be, because I need to be focused on. I'll just, and then they want me to sit to the table with them, so we can have a family meal. It's like, but I am doing my best. I am doing my best to maintain my mental balance and clarity, and making sure that they stay healthy and happy. I ain't in charge of that happy part. They're in charge of that, but I give them the platform to do so. Like, if you want to be happy, you could, with everything that I have to serve you with, or everything that I've served you. So, and that's not just food I'm talking about, the lifestyle. So, anyway, that is what we are talking about today. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything that I've said? Um, is your mom on YouTube? I'd like to be able to talk to her if she is. One of the things that I would definitely like to do is have some people on the panel one time or two times that have started juicing, and just get some feedback on what it's like and how it's done for your health. I'd like to be able to do that here soon. So we will see. And I want to try to push to a full hour. So I need to get some responses here. We need to get some audience participation if possible. I know a lot of you guys, it's early in the morning. So a lot of you guys are listening and driving and moving back and forth. So I'm not sure if this is even, maybe I need to come on earlier. I was thinking about, because on the East Coast, I think you guys are right at around almost, what is it, almost 9 o'clock. And that's like transport time, transport kids to school and back, going to work. So I might need to either come on a little bit earlier or a little bit later, but that's to be determined. So let's see. Very well. Yeah, I read that part already. Let's see. Uh, Lives in another state. My mom doesn't even have internet and she lives in a different state. Okay. Um, that's completely understandable. And it's doing her very well though, which is probably why you want to get started into it. What's preventing you from doing it now? I know it's something you said you want to do, but what's stopping you from getting started? Like, let's just say today. Because as soon as I found out about juicing, I walked right into it. There was no stopping me. And so I like to know, like if you want to start juicing, what's stopping you? That's what, and I'm just that kind of a person because my daughter came to me and right before she started her cosmetic business, she was working for this company and working for a radio station. And so she knew a little bit of the ins and outs of advertising and promoting and branding and then she knew how to get started on building a cosmetic line. So she kept saying, I want to start my own line. I want to start my own line. I want to do this. But she just kept saying that to me like over a 2 year course. And I was like, I wasn't really zoned out. But when people tell me that they want to do something, I don't believe them until I start seeing them walking in it. And so after she kept saying, I want to do this, and she just kept saying it. And I finally we were out, eating or something. And I finally turned around and she said, "What?" And I said, "You have been lying to me. What Why do you keep telling me that you want to start something, but yet I haven't seen any kind of walk in it? You keep saying, I want to start this, I want to start this, I want to do it. Where is your journal? Where are all the steps that you have put into place? If you really want to do it, where is it?" And so I said to her, because this is just the kind of person that I am, you don't want to do that. It's not something you want to do. Because if it was something you would want to do, there would be like you over the last 2 years, you've been saying, I want to, but you would be saying, I got a business license. I, um, I got a business plan. I got this. I told you I wanted to start this, and I've started all the action, or I put in the work that I needed to do to start it. And for some reason, after everything that I've taught her in her entire life, it's like something just went off for her on every level. Like, okay, I'm not going to be about that talk, but I'm going to be about that walk. And because I've always been like that myself, if I tell you I'm going to do it, either I'm going to look into it, step into it, execute it, and if it ain't for me, get out of it. So if I say that I want to do it, I'm doing it. And so it's been like that on every level for me. And so I've taught all my children that if you want to do something, you need to walk into it. So she knew that eventually I was gonna come on her on that. And she did. She started it. She got her journal. She even bought her own journal. Usually I buy all the kids a journal every year. All nine of them. I buy them a journal and a pen, a fresh pen. And I usually say, what you doing? What's the plan? What is the plan? I am working to improve the productivity of my garden first. Okay, that's a good plan. Um, because you got to start somewhere. And yeah, so it's always good to start. It's always good to have so wait. Um, I just started gardening, and I don't know how long you've been gardening, but it's taken me a while to garden. It's taken me a while to get it. Like it's not about sticking seeds in soil and just letting it grow up. It's about having a plan for a garden. So I don't want to attack you or nothing because I'm really learning how to do better with that. But I would say um, that your plan for your garden might take some time. And in the meantime, you might be neglecting like your whole health to get a plan into a garden first, which means that while you're planning the garden, your health care or your juicing, and I'm not sure what you wanted to do for your life, is being put on the side. So um, maybe you can plan the juice while you plan the garden. I don't know. It's just a suggestion. But one of the things that I also decided to do for my life is not put any of taking care of it on hold for nothing, like no soil or nothing like that either. How was that? How did I do? Did I do okay? Did I do okay with that? Yeah, health is the key. But how did I do though? Did I do all right? I'm doing my best to not be like, okay, good. Because I I uh I said I said what I said to you guys nicer than I said it to my daughter because I figured like um I've been teaching you to do stuff and you keep lying to me about what you want to do and I see you doing nothing. So, I just been a mama for a long time and so sometimes I don't get a chance to be with adults and so I have to be more tactful. So I'm glad that I did okay. But one of these days I'm gonna go to a. I need to. Well, let's just y'all pray for me and how I talk to people because it's like okay, but if you can get a juicer like today, you can put the pulp from your juice, whatever you juice in your garden, and it'll help with the nutrients of your soil because it has to have a good foundation too. So that's what I've been doing. I've been taking the pulp from my juicing and putting it into the soil. And I'm going to document that a little bit this week sometime to let you guys see the transformation because you can incorporate everything. You can just like say, I'm juicing, and then I'll take the pulp from my juice. That'll be the plan on making sure that the soil has a good start. And then the stuff that I grow out of the soil, I can take that back to my juicer. And, it's just all a cycle of life. And so that was the plan for me. I started taking the pulp that I had been throwing away for so many years and putting it into the garden. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna get off of here right in about 5 more minutes. Like Tisa, Tisa, Tisa. We are not gonna attack anybody. So I'm gonna drink my juice. I've been holding off on my ginger lately. Usually I start in on it first. So let me get some of that into my system to give me the shot that I need for this morning. Even though I've been drinking this coffee, I still haven't been drinking it the way I usually do. Ooh, it's always the same. It's never gonna stop. Giving that strength to my ears. But it's like when you drink it down, it gives you your whole head, I want to say, this shock. But then it's like a good shock, like it's like, but then after that settles, you feel good about it. So I've been working out too. And this ginger, like tomorrow is my workout day. I'm gonna go to the gym and get that workout on. So this is like my pre-workout before tomorrow, so that I'll have some cushion before and after. So I'll drink this today so it can start working in my body, and then I can already have it's I don't want to say that it masks the pain, and I don't want to say that it got to be a part of the stream. I have to head out. I understand. I'll be over there in a minute. Um, what was I saying? Oh, so I'll let this do its work in the morning or today. And I don't want to say, like I was saying, that it's a mask for the pain. It like helps with the inflammation and stuff on the inside, which causes the pain and all that in the first place. So I increased it today. Tomorrow, after I get before the workout, I'll drink about half of one of these and then save it for after the workout. And I really, because I don't have anything in my system besides this juice, I felt that go all the way down, literally. All right, let's see. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna save this for my husband, and then I'll drink. I'll drink up one of these, and then this ginger, and have that for the day. But everybody have a blessed and amazing day today. I'm happy that if you came, you were able to be a part of the live stream. And don't forget that if you start juicing, you need to consult with your doctor so that your doctor and you can be on the same page as far as what your juicing needs are. And if you're on a restricted diet, they can kind of guide you, because I don't know who's on a restricted diet or not. And so that's why I can't tell you everything that you need to juice, because I haven't done the research for whatever condition you might have. And you should just make sure that you talk to your doctor. And if you are on a specific healthcare or a specific diet, they can say, yeah, you can juice, but stay away from these items because they contain stuff that might not be good for your medicine or your health. So with that being said, you are very welcome, Sleepless in the Carolinas. And now I recall you being here before. I knew your name sounded kind of familiar, and I thought that I knew that you were a gardener. Um, but have a blessed and amazing day. Um, and remember that whatever you guys do, do it with love, because it's really the motivation for everything. And you want to make sure that if you're doing it in love, that it's from the heart. So I could go on and on with that, but I'm not. And have a good day, you guys. Goodbye.